All right, hello and welcome to this weather update. We have to talk about flooding that occurred across our area today with some really very slow moving and very intense um, cells. They weren't really severe thunderstorms per se. Probably wasn't a lot of lightning, but a lot of rain. And I want to show you some of the images of some of the flooding. And the flash flood warning was issued this morning for this cell, and I think these were from yesterday. All right, so I want to show you some of the pictures on one of the News 12 Twitter feeds. So this is in East Meadow, North Jerusalem Road. Matt should be very familiar with this area where the CVS is. It's all underwater. It's flooded, and that's because of these cells here that have caused a lot of. Here we go. There was 2.05 inches in 40 minutes. So 2 inches of rain in 40 minutes. That is way too much rain for people for the roadways to handle. And there's been people trapped in their cars. News 12 hardly covered this at all. I'm just looking at the Pat Tavlin's Twitter. He's the meteorologist on duty at News 12 today, and you can see here's the back end of the showers. Deep blue sky over here. Look at that line. Wow, that's actually very pretty. And then here's drone footage of the flooding in that same spot in East Meadow. There was also flooding in Rockville Center, also where water rescues occurred. Flooding in East Meadow. You can see here's a video of some of the flooding there, and again on the Parkway too, Southern State Parkway. Actually, I don't know if that's Southern State Parkway. That might be a road under the Southern State Parkway. That looks like Jerusalem Avenue under the Southern State Parkway. And then here we go. Stranded driver in North Belmore, and this looks like Newbridge Road. And here's another picture of flooding in Manorville near the LIE. Been a lot of flooding. The Weather Service has not set up a summary of flooding reports, but we will actually wind up looking at the rainfall reports and some of the flooding reports that came into the Weather Service as well. So not too much in Connecticut. Bergen County got hit hard, and more rain in places like Essex County. Look at that. West Caldwell, 5.14 inches. That is a 2-day total from yesterday and today. That is a ton of rain. And Passaic County, 3.91 in Little Falls. And then we go, here's what I really am interested in, the Nassau County amount. So 2.15 inches of rain. Might not sound like a lot, but consider this fell in a period of less than an hour. All right, in this slow-moving cell that sort of just developed along a sea breeze frontal boundary. We didn't really get much of it here at all in Mineola. It was mainly in the South Shore, north of Sunrise Highway, in that area. And Belmore, American Wantaw also got hit very hard by this storm. So Suffolk County, Mastic Beach 2.79, Shirley 2.29. Yeah, remember the ground is saturated. We've had a lot of rain the past couple of days, so any heavy rain that falls, the ground just can't absorb it, and that's what's going on with all this flooding. So we're going to look at some of the storm reports. These are the flash flooding reports in East Meadow. People stuck in cars on North Jerusalem Road and Innebrock Road. Flash flood in East Meadow, or it's the same one. People stuck on Shore Drive and Jerusalem Avenue in North Merrick. It's a flash flood there. People stuck in cars on Shore Drive. All right, we read that one. I guess they have two of them. People stuck on Belmore Avenue and Decatur Avenue. And this is in Belmore. And again, that's the same one. So they probably have. All right, here we go. All right, this was from. See, here's the summary of today's event. So. Flooding in Union, flooding in Scotch Plains, flooding in New Jersey, lightning damage on Summit, lightning hit. That was from yesterday, I think. Some of this was from yesterday. So I don't know. Yeah, these are all reports from yesterday, but I'll get to the ones from today. Flooding in Santa Mauritius, flash flood, flooded basement on Froween Road, a flash flood in Mastic Beach, Monroe Drive, impassable due to flooding. Flash flood in West Hampton Beach, flooded basement. Rockville Center, a flash flood in intersections under moving water in the village of Rockville Center. a flash flood in North Belmore, and here we go with that. 2.05 inches in 40 minutes, causing major flooding on many streets. That is a lot of rain to fall in a very short amount of time. And in North Jerusalem Avenue, flooded with 8 to 10 inches of standing water. So we're going to look at the current conditions now across the area. I have another video of the flooding. The actual waterfalls at Mill Lake were incredible due to the rain. The lake level was very high due to this rain, and it's going to come down and flow back into that lake even more tomorrow, probably from up north, up by Forest City Park. Matt knows the area. It's all connected into a waterway that connects all the way down to Mill Lake at the bottom. So I'm sure that's going to cause a lot of high water there. 74 degrees right now, dew point of 72. We'll just look and see what the high temperature was today. Was not that hot of a day. 82 degrees, and it was humid. Dew points were in the low to mid 70, 73. That's not, I mean, that is very humid, but not, it's not near 80 degrees at least. So we're going to look at the radar now. Let's look at the radar and see what's going on with that. Go right to the weather service here, and we'll look at the radar. And I know I've got a lot of windows open, so just bear with me as I try to get to the radar here. I want to look at the radar because we actually have some small cells that have popped up again. So there's some very small cells moving. Why isn't this loading? My computer's being very slow, so I don't know why it's not loading. Let's try this again. Alright, we have technical difficulties. As Matt would say, wah, 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 wah. Well, let's put the sound effect in. I can put it in right now. Yeah, oh snap. My computer's on the fritz. Let's try this again. Let's try to get this loop here. There we go. It's loading now. So, yeah, you can see some really small cells again forming over some of the same areas. So, and we have this risk going right into tomorrow with the same kind of heavy rain. So that is going to conclude this weather update. I just wanted to go over the flooding. Again, something to beware of anywhere. This flash floods can happen anywhere. When a very short amount of rain falls when a very high amount of rain falls in a very short amount of time. So again, be careful, and remember, if you do see a flash flood in the road, don't try to do it. Turn around. Don't drown. Take care and be safe.